Can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. To the 43, second down.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Rolling to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens first down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on first.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. A very lengthy opening drive as this will be play number 12 coming on third and goal. Edwards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. A big play there for Philly. And even 60 yards.
On first and 10, it's Swift.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
From the 20, here's second and 4. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Following the delay, here's second and 9.
Throwing is Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Second and 8. Here's Hurts to throw.
He's got it. 11 yards for number 11.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Penny. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And just not a ton of room to work with. They'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. This time, Jackson will throw it. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
How about this? Look at the big fella go. Mark Andrews.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 85 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it across midfield.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Real quick, ready? You are X.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
This is Smith with the ground. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Oh, and Elliott has pushed it to the right. It is no good, and that will keep the lead at 8.
I don't think there's any other way to frame it other than this. That's a disappointing end to a good opening drive and definitely not what they're looking for on the road.
Yeah, you mentioned a good opening drive. You're right. They were able to move the ball, picked up a few first downs in the end. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Hurts.
And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're...
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep following this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. on school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hit my line now. Thinking I'm come find out. 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama, ain't no cry now. On me, gonna fly now. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Bend on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, I ain't on stand my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. You talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Then I'm gone, she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers on chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, many so can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Tucker all set, and we are set to see the cream of the crop in the AFC as we are underway here with the Ravens and the Chiefs. Now Isaiah Pacheco going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Yellow! Come back! Right side!
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Finding room at midfield.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And every time you step on the field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And now off to the races down the right side. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Solid finish to the opening drive. And look, when you get down around the goal line, you have to account for his legs. We saw it right there.
Yeah, that's the added dimension to the offense, isn't it? Remember what the offensive line coach told us earlier this week? I told my guys, he's going to run it. We have to make sure he stays protected and give him an opportunity.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Jackson.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Those are the words you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. goes. 49 yards.
And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And a deep touchdown pass there. Every quarterback's dream.
Every quarterback's dream, and let's face it, it's our dream too, isn't it? Do we not have fun when we see that long pass arcing downfield with a chance for a touchdown? What a tremendous throw.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end.
7-7, our score after 1.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
Now Mahomes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try.
This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
Tucker's kick is good. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in cover.
That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice, 33 yards.
And the Chiefs have retaken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Jackson, option right. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, Ripley, Ripley.
Here's Mahomes to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Now he's loose at the 40. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Dobbins trying the left side.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now here's Mahomes. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Isaiah Pacheco, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
At the 35-yard line.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
49 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 7. A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. Second and 11.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Again, it's Ricard, the fullback.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped.